Every instinct you have right now is lying to you. Everything that feels like it's going to help, everything your gut is telling you to do to make the pain stop. Most of it is going to make your life worse. And the cruelest part of it all is that you don't even know it's happening while it's happening. Here's the image I want you to hold on to. You're standing in a field. You're in real pain, the kind of pain that sits in your chest when you wake up at 3 a.m. and doesn't move. And instead of sitting in that pain, instead of facing it and going through it, you pick up a shovel and you start digging. Every shortcut, every bad decision, every way you try to numb what you're feeling instead of dealing with it, that's the shovel going into the ground, and the hole just gets deeper and deeper until one day you hit rock and you finally look up and realize how far that you are down in that hole. That's what divorce does to people. That's what it almost did to me. I remember one night waking up in the passenger seat of my Mustang at 3 or 4 in the morning. I had been drinking all night long. I was parked in a downtown parking lot because I knew I wasn't fit to drive. I had enough sense left in my mind that I couldn't get behind the wheel, but not enough sense to stop myself from ending up there in the first place. I remember leaning out of the car door and getting sick everywhere. Then I sat there for a minute, looking around and thinking, how did I get here? A few months earlier, I would have never imagined myself sleeping in a parking lot at night after drinking. But that's what the pain will do to you when you keep trying to escape it instead of facing it. I thought I was making the pain smaller. I was making the hole deeper. Let me tell you what those shovels actually look like. The big one, the one I see more than anything else, is jumping into another person too soon. I understand why everything in life just fell apart. You need to feel wanted again. You need someone to look at you and remind you that you are still something and you are still someone. That impulse makes complete sense. But you are not ready. You are nowhere near ready. And what you're actually doing is taking a real human being and using them to fill a hole inside of you that has absolutely nothing to do with them. That's not a relationship. That's a band-aid over a wound that needs surgery. And you're also dragging the other person into something they didn't even sign up for, because you have nothing real to give them yet. You haven't dealt with anything. You just buried it. And buried things stay buried. Then there's everything else we reach to make pain quiet down and go away for just a little while. For some guys, it's alcohol. For others, it might be drugs. For some, it's spending money they don't even have. For others, it's other findings in their life to distract them, to make them feel better for just one night. It doesn't matter what your version of it is. It does the same thing every single time. It gives you a night, maybe a weekend, and then you wake up and the pain is still sitting right with you where you left it, except now there's wreckage behind it. Every single one of these things feels like relief. None of them is relief. They are just a delay. And every time you delay, the debt gets bigger and bigger on the other end. Now here's the other part I really need you to hear. Most guys who are doing all of this, most guys who are digging that hole deeper every single day, they don't know they're doing it. You can't see it from the inside because the hurt itself takes away the ability to think clearly. Real rational thinking means facing the truth. It means looking at your pain and saying, this is what's happening to me and I have to go through it. And when you're in real trauma, your brain will do almost anything to avoid it. So instead of facing it, you find that shovel and you dig, and you don't even realize you're doing it because you're doing it with the blindfold on. You're not weak. You're not broken. you just can't see, and you dig until the shovel hits rock, and that's rock bottom, and you finally take that blindfold off and you take a look up and you see that hole is much bigger than it ever needed to be, and climbing out of it, that is hard. I won't tell you it isn't. It takes longer than it should. It's not a straight line. Some days you'll make real progress and then lose ground, and it'll feel like it's never going to end. But when you fill that hole back in, when you stop running from it and you actually go through it, you come out of it a different person, not just okay. Stronger than you were before, and stronger than you ever could have imagined when you first started. The hole becomes the foundation, and if you're in it right now, and if you're standing there with the shovel in your hand, just know you're not alone in this. A lot of us have been exactly where you are. Put the shovel down, stop digging, face the pain, and go through it. That's the only way out of it. I'll see you in the next one.